Yo, what's up guys? Nate here. So, in today's video, gonna be showing you guys the games that got me to or not got me there, but I guess qualified to phase 2 of the CRL warm-ups. I know this might come to like kind of like a big surprise to you guys. Yeah, surprise to you guys. I mean, especially to me as well. If I knew that I was gonna qualify, then of course I would record my games like live, but I mean, to be honest, like I feel like the competition on like CRL, of course, people want to warm up, so I didn't really expect to qualify, and then I did. And then I made it to the dual sets, and I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna get first rounded. And somehow, some way, I made it all the way to the finals, or not the finals, but I'm pretty sure top two did qualify. So, already hopping in the first match here against Hugo. So I think for the first dual set, I wasn't really okay. I guess I was nervous. Usually, I don't get nervous anymore. I would say maybe 2 to 3 years ago, I got nervous when playing like ladder because I wasn't a top ladder player back in the day, but now I'm a top ladder player. But I do think that like I guess competitive and ladder are kind of two different aspects of this game. And of course, you guys would think like, oh, Nate, but you have like a top 11 finish on ladder. Then you have I think I have a top 9 in the GT or top 9 in the GT or something like that. And you're like, I wouldn't get nervous, and I probably shouldn't get nervous, but it's whatever. So like with this dual set, I did have a friend to help me out here. So I literally just took like one of his dual sets and I just like ran with it. So of course I chose pigs in the first game. I do think that depending on like what you guys one trick in competitive, of course I am a minor one trick, so I guess I wanted to save like my minor deck for the last game or the second game. So we're facing Hugo, and I'm pretty sure Hugo did he almost qualified to World Finals last year, so of course he isn't really a bad player. So again, I wasn't really expecting to win, but I'm not gonna give up either. So I do go pigs in the opposite lane here. He does give me a lot of earthquake value, but I kind of forgot that I did overcommit. I only went 8 elixir, and I think this is like where like he does punish me by going like evil wall breakers in minor. I'm pretty sure log delivery does counter the evil wall breakers, but I'm pretty sure one does break through somehow. So go for skeletons first, and then now it's go for like a free delivery log. I'm pretty sure I should have went delivery first to pop the first pop the first pop the first like shield of the evil bomber or evil wall breakers, and then go for log. So that was kind of my bad here. I mean, the game is pretty much already over, but I mean, at this point I was like, man, I'm gonna get first rounded, so there's no point in playing. But of course, I'm still going to try, though. So go for, like, pigs here. Go for evil skeletons and go, like, evil archers the bridge here. But he literally just poisoned the bridge now, and then it kind of lost the game here. Of course, log delivery is my comfort, but I would kind of say, like, minor is definitely more of my one trick. And then kind of, like, just, like, fast forward. Okay, I can't even fast forward, but I'll just, like, speed through it, I tried to break through, and I literally couldn't. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a hard counter, but I feel like minor definitely has matchup here, and yeah, this is a game. So hopefully we'll just hop in the next set here. So, like, at this point, I'm down 0-1, so I kind of have to reverse sweep here. So, I was like, he just burned his log and then Little Prince. So, I was like, just want to go for, like, drill. So, I think drill is a pretty good pick because, Ice Spirit is definitely one of the better counters to drill. And he has no log. But you guys can see that he chose Evil RG Skelly King as his second deck. So, not really the best matchup. I didn't really know what he had. Okay, I'm pretty sure at this point I knew what he had. He had a RG Tombstone. Again, I feel like the evil bomber can provide a lot of value, so I just go like bomber the back here. Depending on like how aggressive he wants to play. I mean, he does have the Skelly King for the drill, so I'm pretty sure this is his matchup, but I don't know, man. So I'm assuming that he has RG, but I thought he had like a Ghost or something, Ghost and not Skelly King. So I think he does go for Skelly King here. It's like really bad. But then again, I do have the LP. I mean, if I did not have LP in this matchup, then it would have been very bad. I do think the evil bomber will carry me. I think he tried to predict the fisherman. Yeah, he does go for like prediction fisherman. I don't think I blocked this in time, so I just go for my ability here. And you guys see like how badly I'm playing right now. So yeah, he does grapple everything with the fisherman. So I go for arrows here as well. So I just go for high goblins, go for low bomber. He does overcommit though. I mean, look at that. He went for RG and also archers. So I think I may go for like bandit in front of this. I think he does try to activate King Tower, but I'm also back to my evil wall breakers. So and then he has nothing in his hand to defend this. He doesn't even activate King Tower either, so evil wallbreaker connects and evil bomber does connect. So look at all that damage, man. I mean, at this point, I'm like, okay, somehow, some way, he literally overcommitted, so I got all that damage back. But then again, like I'm still playing kind of nervous. Again, I feel like we all do get nervous, and again, I don't really play the level of competitive that like CRL warm-ups. Yeah, I feel like I don't really play the level of like CRL. Or like I don't think I can, but if I do practice more in the future, I definitely can. So he goes like Skulking here. I know they probably goes like Evil RG. Well, like I know he has Evil RG, Evil Archers in his hand, so I have to be very careful. So of course LP here. I think this time I do predict as a fisherman, or I just block it. The probability here right away. I'm pretty sure the fisherman does grapple again. Okay, it doesn't. He's really good, but now I have to deal with this evil RG push. It's gonna be really bad here. I think I do defend. I was going for arrows first just to, I guess, leave the archers a one-shot. Go for Ghost here as well. I think Ghost, okay, Ghost does a really bad job here, but let's go for like a free bomber. Bro, evil bomber actually saved the day, man. Look at that, hitting the RG, the archers, and also the Mother Witch here as well. But just like that, he's already back in, not back in the damage lead, but so much damage, man. Party's like reset here again. I think he goes Skelly King as well. So of course, I need to always play my LP for the Skelly King. If I don't, then it's a very bad play. He goes RG here. I don't really agree with that RG because I can just go drill the middle here. He does break it with the Mother Witch, but I think go for like a low bandit. I don't. What am I doing? Okay, that bandit was terrible. Okay, still just kill the Mother Witch here. I think it goes for like a really bad fisherman. I feel like look at the counter push now. The ghost is still alive. Just go for drill the side here this time. No point going the front, or yeah, I guess I'm gonna drill the back. Then also just spam the bridge now. Evil bomber will clutch up, and then that should be game. Honestly, I literally just spammed and then I won. I'm not really too sure how I won, but you know, evil bomber does carry me. So, you know, hopping the last match here. At this point, I haven't used my... yeah, you guys can see, like, I haven't used my one trick yet. So, of course, I'm going to use minor wall breakers. I mean, I could have either chosen RG or minor wall breakers. And I probably could have chosen RG because he had no log in his hand. He had no Ice Spirit Tesla. But I think it's better just to go for my one trick. Again, I didn't make this duel set. So, I guess, like, going into the last match here, I was like, wait, if I win this, all I need to do is just win 2 more sets here. So, let's go for guards here for his hog. I wasn't too sure if guards fully counted a hog rider, so I kind of overcommitted and went for like a snowball here as well. So I did, yeah, so at this point I do realize that he has hog earthquake. I have to be very careful since he has hog earthquake, but I think since he also decided to, I guess, protect his firecracker, this is a free king to activation, and they go for bats here as well. And then I think right here, yeah, he has a East Spirit hog rider earthquake, so honestly, I would say this is a pretty even matchup. I mean, we both have snowball. Of course, I think Minor Poison does a better job of beating Hog Earthquake, but since he has E-Spirit for my bats and also Snowball, I think it could be a little bit more tough for me. But again, I do have King Tower activated. I feel like our evils are kind of, not really, I would say kind of even, because Firecracker I feel like it's an annoying evo in duel sets, but it's not really the best evo, and then of course Evil Knight's still kind of so broken. Of course, they're like Evil Bomber and Evil Skeletons being the best evils in the game, but Evil Knight is definitely still top 3, I would say. So I just go like Archer in the back here. I do realize that he can't really kill my Archer Queen. Yeah, if I just place it in the same lane, but he can like kind of distract it, which is kind of bad. So I think I do wait a little bit. And let's go for like Knight here just to protect my Queen. I kind of want to force him to play his guards here, which is like perfect. So I kind of wait a little, like hesitate on my ability. Pop my ability here right now, so I can just kill the guards, kill the miner, or yeah, kill the bats, and also I guess damage the Knight here as well. I mean, you guys can see his hand is like pretty awkward right now. So I go for Snowball. I think I go for like Snowball here last second. Yeah, it goes for like a really well placed Snowball just to, I guess, knock my Queen towards his tower, so I can't really get back to my second ability here. Again, I feel like this does look pretty good for Miner, but again, Hugo is a really good player, so. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so I also want Miner Evil Bats there because he had no Snowball in his hand. I mean, he does got back to it, but I do get like a decent amount of damage here. So like I know that he has an Evil Knight in the field. I think I do try to block the bridge here. Maybe it wasn't the best choice, but I did block the bridge, so I think go Poison here as well, because I feel like he might go Hog Firecracker. So if I go in Poison, he isn't able to go Hog, or he does go Hog, but I guess he can't play his Firecracker now because I'm like 95% sure if I didn't go for Poison there, then he probably went a Firecracker, like I guess a tile behind the bridge and might have hit my tower. So once again, I do go Queen the back here. I think he does outcycle me. I think it's better here just to, I think I just like pop ability and just go for Knight here on top. Go for guards here as well. I think I do take a Hog shot. Again, I feel like that's sequence of or I guess the defensive sequence was kind of like the best option, because if I tried to if I tried to defend the Firecracker at the same time and like I guess like not pop my Queen ability last second, then I probably would have taken like a lot more damage. So I think I'd rather take a Hog shot and then just take I'll take a Hog shot and take Earthquake damage. So this time I was going for Miners to apply pressure. I think I had to go for Snowball. Again, I'm not really sure if that was like the best Snowball that I needed, but Miners still does get like a decent amount of damage back. Also, Firecracker does go into the wrong lane here. At this point, my hands were kind of, my hands aren't shaking, but, you know, I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing to say, like, oh, Nate, like, why are you shaking, man? Like, you're a top ladder player, but I'm telling you guys, competitive ladder kind of hit different. But I feel like if I do practice competitive a little bit more, then hopefully I can do better next time. But I know I made it to, of course, like, this video is already going to say, like, I made it to phase 2, but, you know, like, during this moment, I was like, man, I'm losing, but I'm winning. But I can't, like don't mess up for me. Like, don't fat finger and all of that. So, like, we're, like, Knight the bridge here again. I'm just trying to block the bridge here so he can't like abuse his firecracker. So again, like I guess forcing out his firecracker at the wrong yeah, at the wrong time. Again, kind of like forcing it into the wrong lane. I'm pretty sure that hog does get a shot though. Yeah, it does. So at this point, I was like, oh man, that hog. But I know I can just like, eat the knight damage because I won't get any hits because of the king tower. So let's go queen the back here. I think at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to block the bridge. I need to go for the 3-card cycle. So I think I just start the 3-card cycle him now. Let's go for a poison. I think I'll wait a little bit. Okay, pop my ability here. Go for guards here as well. I think I have to go for like a panic snowball. Oh, I don't. Okay, yeah. So I also I'm trying to block the bridge here. I think for like another poison. At this point, I'm just like, okay, I need to be kind of patient here because I know that he's probably like gonna hover his guards or something just for my miner. So let's go for like evil bats the bridge here. Let's go for miner here right now. Miner on the side and let's go for poison here. He does catch it here once again. At the end of this one, I'm just like, okay, I just have to spam the bridge and hopefully I do win. I think I have to go for bomb tower here. So we're just like 21 seconds left. I'm like, okay, I might just reset. I think I go for queen the back probably. Yeah, okay, I go queen on the prince. All right, in the front of my princess tower. The firecracker, I don't think it hits my tower. Yeah, pop my ability here. Go for minor poison here right away. Thankfully, the queen does lock on top of the firecracker. Think of like a snowball here last second. Bats here as well. And think of like minor on the inside because like no one ever predicts it. And then poison, and I think I barely win. Yeah, I do, bruh. I'm telling you guys, my heart was beating so fast because I reversed up the first duel set. But let's just hop into the next one, man. All right, so this is like this is the second duel set against Agony King. So I feel like going into the second duel set, I felt pretty good. I was like, you know, Agony King is decent, but I feel like comparing him to like all the other players in the bracket, I wasn't really too afraid. So let's go for it. Yeah, so like this time I did have help from like a really good friend of mine who I think he qualified Air Surfer last year, or like he did help Air Surfer last year, Alan, if you guys know him. Shout out to Alan, man. I mean, I feel like without him, I definitely would not have qualified. But he told me to go pigs first, or he gave me this deck, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go pigs first here because, again, I do want to save miner in my last set. I think I'm using a different dual set here. So I do see E-Spirit go, so I do assume it's RG. So I think I go for, like, deliver here. I'm not sure if I did protect my Evo or my bomber. Okay, I do. So, I mean, he does burn his ghost log, so I was just like, why not just go for pigs here? Yeah, why not go for pigs? So he does go for fireball. So I think at this point, I know it's RG. I'm like, okay, RG's a pretty good matchup. I don't have a log, but I do have the evil skeletons, evil bomber. So I think Agony does go for evil recruits the back here. So it's like, okay, I have bomber in my hands, but like really this is like pretty good for me. But I know you might try to predict my like evil bomber maybe. So I just go like LP the back first on the right side so I can kill the evil recruits or recruits and just go for bomber now. Think of like Ice Spirit here as well. Bro, look at all this damage, man. And you guys are probably gonna laugh at me after this trade, dude. So here's what RG is, so this should be a pretty easy defense, right? So I go for Tesla, and then I go for evil skeletons, and I push it away, man. And yeah. And I basically lose the game here. At this point, I was just like, man. But I do remember like one thing that Muhammad Light said. Okay, I'm not trying to meet right, but Muhammad Light said like, no matter what, like even if you lose the first game, never back down, never what, or like whatever that saying is. I don't know. I think Nick 30 said that. But yeah, this game was over. I think I just like gave up. I didn't give up. But I still tried to win, but I think I did get like another nice connection here with the evil bomber. But I really couldn't defend his evil RG, and yeah, that should be game here. I mean, I feel like low-key that loss was definitely my fault. Bro, if the evil skeletons didn't push it away, then I think I would have been fine there, but you know, it's whatever. I'm down 0-1 again, but don't worry, guys. The comeback is coming. So again, at this point, I don't want to burn like my miner just yet, so... And he also just burned his log, E-Spirit Ghost, so again, I feel like it is, again, kind of like burned like some of his best counters to drill, so... I think I chose drill, and then somehow he also chose drill here. Yeah, drill here as well. So I think he has the Magic Archer Poison NATO variation, and then I have a... Yeah, I do have the Fireball Firecracker one. I think Firecracker... No, I think Marcher has matchup, but then Agony King isn't really a cycle one trick, so I was hoping that I could win this. I didn't really know he had drill until he popped a... I think he played it right now, then I realized he had drill. If I was him, I would have tried to activate King Tower here. I think he does go for drill. Okay, so I think I go for Inferno first, right? And I'm pretty sure he does place it to where I can activate King Tower. So I go for like a NATO first, and then go for like Fire Spirit. I did place my Fire Spirit kind of low because I didn't want the... Yeah, I thought he would have popped his ability, and I didn't want the GK dashing on top of my tower. So I think at this point, I'm like, okay, we both have drill. He goes for poison. Yeah, I think poison definitely gives him the matchup because I don't really have like a reliable way to kill his drill, but I feel like he doesn't really have a reliable way either. So we have like fireball here. I'm gonna go for drill here. I place it in the corner because I don't want him to activate King Tower. Yeah, I don't want him to activate King Tower. I think he goes for wall breaker, so I just go for fireball. Not really the best fireball in mine, but again, it was like in the moment, so that was really bad on my end. He does go for Marcher, so go for guards here a little bit low. Go for like Knight here as well. He gets a really nice Marcher NATO off, so go for like a Fire Spirit here as well. That is a lot of damage here, but then again, I haven't really played my Firecracker just yet, so I think I'm okay with this. I mean, I probably should, in hindsight, I probably should play my Firecracker more to get more tip damage in, but I feel like if I gave him a King Tower activation early, then it probably would have been game over. So let's go for a drill here. Again, I go drill the front this time. Yeah, I go drill the front. I think I do get the true red, true blue interaction. Bro, that interaction is so dumb, but I think I'll take it. I think also I'm kind of aggressive, so I go for like Firecracker the bridge here. Goes for Marcher. I don't really agree with that Marcher at all, but it's whatever. So I think I go for like NATO on the left side. I think for like wait, no, I think I go for like Inferno here as well. Yeah, I have to Inferno here because if I go for Fireball, then the other yeah, I feel like the other half or like the other phase of the wall breakers do spawn. So I do have to eat the wall breakers or the Marcher and the Golden Knight on the left side. But I think at this point I'm just like, okay, if this goes to a tower trade, I'm definitely gonna lose the game here. So I know his cycle is pretty bad, so I have to go for like drill guards here right away. I don't know if I fireball this. I go to drill the side because again, I don't want to activate King Tower. I think at this point, I don't know why Aggie King is burning his wall breakers like that. If he just goes for King Tower activation, then I think he would have won by now. So I think I just do go for like a high Inferno. Okay, that was a bad Inferno of mine. Let's go for like Knight here for this, yeah, just for his drill. They go for like a NATO here as well. And they were like 5 Spirit last second. The Marcher is locked on. Bro, thankfully, he already popped his GK ability, so he isn't able to pop it. So I think at this point, I'm just like, okay, I should like, just go for like a desperation play. So if I drill to the front here again, he should have went for like, I don't know, wall breakers or GK on top, but he goes for a GK on top of my drill for no reason. The GK does not dash, by the way, so I get that one last shot. I think at this point, if I just defend that, I think I'm fine. So I just go for like a high Inferno. I mean, this Inferno will deny the Marcher placement. Somehow, some way, the Marcher or the Inferno, I feel like it hit the drill first. I meant for the drill to hit the hit the Marcher and then hit the drill, but I guess I'll take the win here. And now, I mean, bro, for some odd reason, I always like lose the first game, but I think at this point, I'm not shaking. I'm just like, okay, I can beat Agony King, and you guys already know what time it is, man. I mean, he has no NATO in his hand. He has no log, Fire Spirit, Ice Spirit, or no E Spirit, no log, no Fireball either, no NATO. So I was like, okay, man, I just have to use minor wall breakers. If I literally don't use my bread and butter, then what am I doing, man? So at this point, I'm just like, okay, I can't lose. Low key, I was expecting Agony King to use I was expecting him to use probably a Sparky, so that's why I did choose this deck over I think it was either this deck or it's Lumberloon. And I think I have a better chance of beating him with, minor poison than using, like, Lumberloon, especially if he had Sparky. But he does go Firecracker to the back here. At this point, I don't really know what he has. I thought it was, like, Hog Rider or something, but... I mean, again, like, Agony King doesn't really play cycles. He goes for Minor here. At this point, it's, like, a free King Tower activation. I mean, I feel like definitely once I activate King Tower, the game wasn't over. But I felt very confident going into this. So he goes for Valk here. So I think at this point, I do realize that he has Evil Valk, Evil Firecracker. And I have Evil Wall Breakers, Evil Archer, so I definitely have the better deck overall, I think. So let's see. I think I have like Wall Breakers in the opposite lane here. I kind of want to see what deck he has. So here's a Snowball. So yeah, I think at this point, I still think that like it's like some like weird version of Minor. And I think it was Loon at the time, so I just go for like a really bad poison. They go for like up high. I wouldn't say this is a bad poison, but let's see. I think it's for Loon here. So he goes for Loon. So I just go for Goblins here for his Minor preemptively. I mean, I just played it just a cycle, so I just go for a Bomb Tower a little bit low. I probably could have placed it like a tile to the side in the middle to where it wouldn't have gotten that damage, but just want to play it safe here. I mean, it's 1-1. If I win this, then I'm only one dual set away from winning. So I was like, oh, dude, like I just don't want to make any mistakes, like not at this level, but like during the like I guess yesterday when I was playing, I didn't want to make any mistakes, but I just go for Archers here a little bit low just for the Minor. So I think at this point I know it's Loon cycle and he has arrows, so I mainly go for like Minor Wall Breakers. I thought that he was a little bit lower than that, so I went for Evil Wall Breakers. But then again, like I did force out his Bomb Tower, so I guess I will take that trade. Again, he has no reset for my Mighty Miner, so I can always go like Mighty Miner to the bridge here. So like, I was already thinking that I need to go for like I need to boost my 3-card cycle. I need to go for like Mighty Miner to the bridge here, and then just go for like high Archers or like pop my ability just to knock back the Loon. But I felt pretty confident going into this. To go for like a log here as well. I do pop my ability. I think right now I go for Wall Breakers just to put myself into or keep myself in a 3-card cycle. I think I'd wait a little bit. Yeah, wait to see what he wants to play. He has to go for Evil Firecracker. Again, he does burn his Snowball, so he isn't able to like kill my Evil Archers now. Can think of like a log here as well. Think of like Minor Wall Breakers here again. Again, with this deck, I feel like especially it's just like keeping like pressure and keeping like the high pace as well. So I think of like a Mighty Miner just to block the bridge here. Again, I think I'll wait for the Evil Valk to die and then just pop my ability here again. I know he wants to go in, so I think for Goblins, I pop my ability just to avoid his arrows or something. Yep, and like I think I do go for like Archers high for his Loon here preemptively. Yeah, do perfect. Okay. I know he's in an arrow, so I go for like poison bridge here preemptively, and go for like bomb tower in the safe spot. Or like I know he goes mine in the safe spot, but bomb tower will clean everything up here. And then it also drags over the loon, and also it'll kill the phoenix here as well. So I think at this point I'm just like, okay, if I just keep on doing the same thing over and over again, that should be okay. Again, I feel like if Agony King had better evos, or if he chose a little bit better, then maybe he would have a better chance. But look at his cycle right now. I think compared to mine, his cycle is kind of bad. So I do have the evo, or I do have the Mighty Miner coming down the field. I know he's gonna go in, so I was going for poison the bridge here. And then probability here, wait for everything to clump up. Yep, probability. I just do get the minor damage, go for like archers here up high. I know I'll go for arrows, so I just go for evil wall breakers immediately. He has to go for bomb tower, right? But look at his, like, he has no elixir, by the way, for the Mighty Miner. So I do think I get a lot of damage here. Yeah, then I immediately go for minor wall or minor goblins in the opposite lane. Again, just give me like that high pace pressure with this deck, so your opponent can't really go in. And of course, kind of like forcing the firecracker into the wrong lane here. So the only reason why I go evil archers is because this will force out a snowball. Also his arrows, but I think he has to go for like arrows on top of the wall breakers. Oh, he does eat that? Okay, well, I might just go for like minor wall breakers now. And look, just like that, I have damage on both sides now, so he can't really build up a solid push anymore. Bro, that wall breaker almost connected, by the way. So there are like archers here just a little bit low. I thought he was gonna go for like a firecracker, so he go for like a miner here immediately. He actually did have firecracker in his hand, but he didn't want to play it. So for like wall breakers, you know, with just 40 seconds left, I'm just like, okay, just keep on playing this way, Nate, and then I think I'll be fine. So I do pop my ability here. The only reason I pop my ability is to put myself in a 3-card cycle still. So I go for poison, catch his miner with the goblins. I do go for like high wall breakers just to, yeah, I thought he would play his Evo firecracker, but he doesn't. Again, bro, like having the king tower is so good, man. And I think that's when I was like, man, I'm about to win. So I made it go for like minor wall breakers, goblins. Kind of like just spam the opposite lane so he can't go for like arrows here on top of my archers. Go for like a high bomb tower here as well. I think he does go for the arrows, but that one goblin does bypass, and I think that should be game here. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I think Juicy J was casting. Bro, I watched back his replays, man. Bro, his chat and himself was so hyped for me, man. But I'll probably just see you guys in the last duel set. Basically, the last duel set here. I did have Alan's help here. Alan's help here again. I think I wasn't called with him, so he was like kind of giving me the coaching tips, and I think at this point I felt pretty confident with Alan helping me. I mean, again, I think Alan is probably one of the best analysts right now in the game, definitely next to Jebu's. Not really too sure who is better because they're both my friends, but you know, I'll just like leave that between them two this year. So I think Alan did give me minor wall breakers with LP. I think he did tell me that like he was gonna run lava. I wasn't really too sure like what variation Archer was gonna run, but I know that he has like he was a lava one trick, so I guess choosing minor snowball poison was definitely a good pick here. So he does go lava the back here. Again, I'm not really too sure like what variation he has, so I just like recruits the back. I know that he can't really support his loon, or I mean he can't really support his lava. At this point, I thought he had loon, so just like, okay, I'm just gonna reset and just go for like LP here. And he can't really ignore like my right side either. I think I do go for like a bomb tower here last second. Yeah, it was a pretty good bomb tower placement. Maybe I should have placed it a tile higher, but you know, it's alright. So here's Fly Machine. I think at this point, I still think that he has loon. So maybe I should have went, okay, no, I didn't even need a snowball there. So look at that value, man. LP does die though, unfortunately. I think I just go for like wall breakers here. I think I just rather stack my wall breakers so I can just get back to my Evo pair. So I just take one Fly Machine. Oh yeah, one Fly Machine hit. I mean, my next cycle is my Evo recruit, so I think I'm pretty good here. I go for spears just to apply pressure, like hopefully get that damage in. I think he does go for like lava the back here again. Okay, so he goes lava the back. So probably like repeat the same sequence here again. Just go like recruits the back here. Again, I mean, like at this time, if I knew that he didn't have if he didn't have loon, then I would have been like I would have played like kind of a lot more aggressively here. But he's going for like LP here as well. I know he can't go for like a fireball or a miner, or he has no miner here as well. Okay, so I have like miners to apply pressure. And give like evil wall breakers here as well. I know the LP is gonna put in the work here. I'm not really sure if I go for snowball. I think I probably should have went for snowball here on top of the lava pups, but I didn't think the LP would have walked forward to like reset its shot, but that was my bad. So like that, I have so much damage here on the left side. So it's gonna like spears here as well. I think at this point it was game. I probably should have went miner here just to take his tower, just to confirm it. Because like even if he did take my tower on the left side, then I probably would have taken his tower on the right side. But then for some odd reason, I opted to go for like a miner on defense here. It's like really bad on my end. I think I go for like a high bomb tower here as well. It goes for a zap. I think if he does play a zap here, I go for poison the bridge here as well. I do kill everything, but look at his hand, man. He has evil skeletons, evil knights. I have to be very careful. I just have like wall breakers here. I'm hoping that he'll let his tower go, but I don't think he does. Yeah, look at my hand right now. Oh no. I think it's like, well, this is where I definitely lose, man. So I go for like minors to cut back the evil knight here. Go for like LP here as well. I think I do go poison. Wait, why am I not going poison? Oh, bro, that's why I lost, dude. Okay, well, everything does die here. Go for like spears here, but the evil knight's still alive. But yeah, again, I was like, Archer isn't really the best player if you compare him to like the people who are in the clan. Like you had Lucas, Cody Go, Fram, like Ali. You had like all those players in the clan. Like you had Sandbox in the clan. But I just got nervous and it was GG, man. I mean, I don't know. So again, I'm down 0-1. I've literally went 0-1 in every set that I've played, but I still wasn't over yet. I was still gonna try and win here. So I think yeah, I did decide to go for like giant skeleton pigs because he just burned his fireball, his baby dragon here as well. So I was hoping that it would be good. So guys, just a warning in advance, this gameplay is very bad. But keep in mind, guys, I was literally like this duel set, if I win, then I qualify to phase 2 of the warm up. So like I feel like don't bash me too hard for playing too badly here. But I do go for pigs first play. I'm a typical just pigs first play and get so much damage here. Here's our LP. I'm not really too sure like what deck he has just yet, but they go for like bomber here and they go for bats here on top. I think I may go for, yeah, I think I just eat that LP here. Again, if I knew he had a Lumberloon, then I probably would have played differently, but I just go goes to back here. So he goes recruits the back. So I think at this point I already know that it's Lumberloon, so not the best matchup because my only air cards are literally or my air defense troops are really just Mother Witch and bats, but if I can just apply pressure at the right time, then I think it should be okay here. So I think I go for like a low Mother Witch here just to kill the Mother Witch here, or kill the fisherman, also the recruits on the left side. He does go for Arrow Snowball, which I do find to be very aggressive here. I think I do go for like Evil Bomber. Again, I probably should have went like all in the same lane here, but I think I'd go for bats here on top of his bats, and then I do split my pigs here as well. Yeah, split them 2-2. I probably should have went 3-1, but I think should be fine here. He has no elixir now. And look at the pigs damage, or I feel like mainly the Evil Bomber, so all that damage here. So I think at this point, I feel pretty confident going into the defense, but I feel like if you guys watch Juicy J stream, then you guys definitely know what happened, but if you don't, then just see, man. I wasn't panicking. Okay, no, I just don't know. Like I'm not a pigs one trick, so of course I'm not gonna play too well with this deck, but it's whatever, man. I do the fisherman here on the left side or on the right side. I think I may go for like go for like a high fisherman because I know he's gonna go for a loon here as well. Go for like Mother Witch here last second. Go for evil bats here. I think he does go for arrows, but I think that loon only gets death damage, so I think I may go for like pigs the bridge here because I feel like he is kind of low in elixir. Yeah, go pigs the bridge here as well. I think there's an LP here. I think LP ability does fully counter. Or is a snowball. Oh, yeah, I forgot he does have King Tower activated. Yeah, ability here as well. So this is why I make my crucial mistake, man. So I go for giant skeleton in the back. Usually this does counter, or like this does like attract the LP, but it doesn't. And LP is on top of my tower. At this point, I was like, bro, I was kind of getting upset, but I just bomb here, try to reset it, and it doesn't reset, man. And I think at this point I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna start spamming the bridge and hopefully I can win. So I go for Mother Witch bats here in like a desperation play. And I go for like arrows just to kill everything. At this point I go for like Fishman here because I don't want the evil recruits taking my right side either. Go think for the LJ Lumberjack. I think it goes for Loon here as well. So I go for Pig's Kite. I didn't want the LJ to turn back, but it just did. So then I go for bats here on top. And then I go for Evil Bomber. Evil Bomber does clutch up here again. Bro, Evil Bomber saving my career, by the way. And we do go into tower trade. I mean, I think at this point, I think it definitely benefits him more in the tower trade because he has arrows, arrows, King Tower for my, pigs here. So giant skeleton in the back here, Fishman for his Lumberjack. I go for arrows here. I go for Evil Bats here right away, but I think he does hover the arrows, but I think it's all right. And then I do play my Mother Witch here last second. I do take a Loon Shot. So I think at this point, I'm just like, okay, I just have to spam the bridge and hopefully I can win. Go for like Evil Bomber. Somehow, some way, the Mother Witch actually ignores the LP ability and it locks on top of the bats here. And then it locks on the Guardian, and then it locks back on the bats and just go pigs the pocket. And then the giant skeleton bomb hitting the Lumberjack and also the LP. And again, I did watch Juicy J's reaction. I'm telling you guys, I will put like his like Twitch link or like the timestamps to where he was like reacting to that. And man, it's so funny, dude. But at this point, I feel pretty good going in. Again, Archer isn't really a cycle player, so again, Alan did tell me that he was gonna run E-Giant, so he literally just told me to go for Hog Rider. So it was either a Hog Rider with Inferno Tower Delivery, or it was Drill. And I was thinking about going Drill, but he told me to go Hog. I'm glad I definitely listened to Alan because I feel like look at the matchup. I have Log Delivery Mighty Miner. Again, he has Evil Bomber, Evil Archers, which are really like two insanely good Evos. But I think I do have the better Evos. I literally have Evil Archers than Evil Skeletons. I feel like you guys can alternate between like, you know, Evo Bomber, Evo Skeletons being the best Evo, but you know, I do think Evo Bomber is still the best Evo in the game right now. So I go like Archers at back here. I mean, Alan did tell me that it was gonna be E-Giant, but I wasn't really too sure of it. So I just go like Hog first play or Hog second play. Then he goes to Archers, then he has to go for NATO. I mean, he had to put what 7 elixir on top of 4, so I know I'm up 3 right now, or like up 2. So I'm gonna go for like Earthquake here. I do have the better spells here as well. Again, he has Lightning, NATO, Bard Barrel, but I don't think it beats EQ Log Delivery. So I think I'll probably just like a little kind of chill here. I think I'll just go for like Mighty Miner here. I didn't think he was gonna go E-Giant the bridge here, but I think he does go E-Giant the bridge, so I think I gotta wait a little bit, goes E-Giant. Okay, I think I do pop my ability here right away. I mean, I feel like that's a good ability anyways, because I thought he would have played his Evo Bomber. So just go for ability here as well. I do see that he did overcommit, so I'm gonna go for like a Hog Rider here again. The Mighty Miner is tanking for the Evo Bomber, also the tower. I think the Hog does get 2 shots here as well. I think at this point, the game wasn't over, but you know, I have log delivery for his Evo Bomber. I have the delivery for his eye drag. I can outcycle his E-Giant, or like I can outcycle his E-Giant, or like his NATO, because I have 3 card cycles. So I felt pretty good going into this, man. Just 1 came away from reverse sweeping again. If you guys haven't like realized the pattern, because I'm pretty sure when you play these CRL warm-ups, you only need to win 3 duel sets, and then you also need to make top 16 in the clan, or top 16 in a tournament. But man, I literally went down 0-1 against almost every opponent in this video, or like against every opponent in this video. And then I also reverse swept all of them, man. So, you know, maybe it's the start of my CRL journey. I highly doubt that, but you know, it's still pretty funny like seeing me qual, you know. It's probably like my first time qualifying in kind of an event to this kind of level, but you know, it's still kind of cool to see. So I do go Hog Rider just to apply pressure. Again, the only reason why I go Hog here is because like, you know, I think Hog does get a shot here, and then he also does go for Lightning, but that's really bad Lightning. So now it's go for like free delivery now. I think I go for Evo Skeletons here as well, and then I'm already back to my Hog Rider here. So I think I do for a Hog here with this, yep. And he's here for a Bard Barrel the NATO. Yeah, also realizing that like Archer doesn't have like a building in this deck, so it definitely does make this matchup yeah, it does make this matchup a lot better for me. So for like a log here as well. Okay, I think he goes with Mighty Miner in the back. I do have the Evo Archers in my hand. I do know that he has Evo Bomber, so I'm kind of hesitant to play my Mighty Miner in the back. I kind of played my Mighty Miner poorly, but I think I do pop my ability here, just for his E-Giant. Go for like Primitive Inferno Tower here. He's not back to his Lightning yet, and like he also has to deal with the Mighty Miner, so I'm gonna go for like hogging the opposite lane here. Look at that Mighty Miner damage, and also applying pressure at the right time. So I think it's where I pressured to activate King Tower, but I kind of panic and go for log instead. So I just made it just go for Skeletons here. I kind of forgot that I guess Canyon isn't allowed in duel sets, or like I guess the dual mode in the friendly battles, so that was my bad. But I think at this point, look, I already have damage on both sides here. He hasn't really done any damage besides the Lightning on the left side, so let's go for a Hog on the opposite side here. Go for like a log here as well. I think I do go for Earthquake here. I mean, I have the Mighty Miner, the 3-card cycle. I also have Evo Skeletons in my hand if I do need it. So I think I may pop my ability here. Yeah, pop my ability. Not really the best ability, but just to keep everything alive and go for delivery. And I'll Hog in the right side here again. Log. Bro, this gameplay is actually beautiful, man. My Hog also gets another shot here as well. I think if like a High Inferno. I do know that he's back to Evo Bomber, but it's like, bro, I can really eat that damage because I already have so much damage here on the right side. And now I just have like Archers here last second. Definitely don't want that eye drag locking on top of my tower. Again, I kind of did let him get that Evo Bomber damage on purpose, but you know, it's whatever. I think at this point, with literally just a minute left, the game is already over. But man, I mean, like this is where I was just like, man, I'm literally about to qual. So go for like a log here. Go for like delivery here as well. Let's go for Inferno. I know he's probably going to go for Lightning, so I'm mainly go for like a Hog Rider, Evo Skeletons here. Again, with this Hog deck, or like in this matchup, you guys just like have to go and like, I guess, not allowing E-Giant to get off the pushes that they want. Because like, sure, he does get an E-Giant Lightning off, but you know, again, forcing his Bomber NATO here on the wrong side. So if like Hog here again, go for log here. Again, he's not back to his NATO yet. I think he's supposed to go like Lightning here on top, bro. And he is, and yeah, this should be a free qual, man. Just like speed through the game, Hog again. And with just probably 10 seconds left, and then I do qual. Man, honestly, if this video doesn't, like, I guess, encourage you guys to like and subscribe, man. I mean, like, three reverse sweeps, by the way. And also, not to mention that I think it was at, yeah, it was like right here. I was 8-3, man. Only 1 life left, and I had to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row to qualify. And then reverse sweeping after that, all 3 of my opponents. But, again, not the best opponents, but, you know, guys, a qual is still a qual. But yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy. I guess please don't forget to like and sub if you do. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next group stage. Have a great Saturday, man, or have a great weekend or Sunday, Saturday, like wherever you guys are right now. But yeah, I will definitely make sure to record my games next time for I guess phase 2 of the CRL warm-ups. But yeah, it's been Nate, and I guess I'll probably see you guys later.